Hi, I'm Ruth Cromer, and happy Christmas break. I just wanted to join you guys for a few minutes this week, maybe once each day, and introduce some obscure oils that doTERRA sells. Oftentimes we hear about the top 10 very frequently, and we use those, and we get a chance to learn about them quite a bit, but oftentimes we see these cool oils come up on doTERRA's website, and we wonder, what would you use them for? So this week I'm going to introduce a couple of my favorite obscure oils that we use really frequently in my house. And I'll talk about how I use them and how you can use them in your house as well. So today I'm going to cover bergamot or bergamot and lemongrass. So bergamot and lemongrass I pair frequently together. I use them for muscle repair. So after I've gone and worked out at the gym, I will make a little roller bottle, like a 10 ml, and fill it halfway with a carrier oil. That could be fractionated coconut oil or jojoba or almond oil, so just whatever your favorite carrier oil is. And then I do about 20 drops of bergamot and 20 drops of lemongrass and shake up my 10 ml, and I use that usually when I have like a leg day or a heavy arm day. And that's because we'll talk about here in a minute, but lemongrass is great for muscle rebuilding of strength, and bergamot is great for physical stress. So when you have stressed your muscles and really push them to the limit, bergamot is really good, bergamot, for helping those muscles not feel so stressed, and lemongrass helps the muscle recovery to help you rebuild those muscles and tissues without experiencing the lactic acid burn. So if we go over bergamot a little bit, bergamot is antispasmodic. This is also great for colic and agitation. Let's see, I also use this for, I have a few notes, sedative. So if you're having a hard time sleeping at night, bergamot is a great way to be able to go to sleep. You can put a little bit on your wrists or behind your ears, or stick a couple drops in the diffuser, and bam, you're out. This is a great one for stress. So if you experience physical stress, emotional stress, work-related stress, school-related stress, this is great. Fights depression. So if that's an issue that you struggle with or have a family member that struggles with, this is a great one to use. It's a mood enhancer as well. Helps to fight staph and strep. And this is an oil that's considered grass, generally regarded as safe. So here on the side of the bergamot bottle, if you roll it up, you'll see here there's a food label. And any essential oil bottle that has this food label on it is called grass, generally regarded as safe. So that means that it can be used for internal consumption. And this one is a great one if you fight those sore throats during the winter and you worry about getting strep or staph infections. You can gargle with that in your throat and swallow it. This is a great oil to be able to do that with. Antispasmodic, so if you end up with muscle spasms, this is a great oil to use to fight that. Colic, if you have a baby that cries a bunch, again, hits a bunch of areas that will help, including digestion. Helps with agitation. Again, those infants who are having a hard time, this is a great oil to use. Rheumatoid arthritis, fights with loss of appetite. So if you struggle on the other end, some people struggle with eating too much and other people struggle not getting enough to eat. This is a great oil to use to help reboost your appetite. Let's see, it's also an insect repellent, bergamot is. It's a fever reducer, so just like lavender, you probably already know, and peppermint and lemon are great fever reducers as part of our top 10. Bergamot, also a great fever reducer. So if you don't have those top 10 or you're out, reach for your bergamot. Let's see, antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral, anti-analgesic, so this is great pain medicine as well if you get a cut. So again, generally regarded as safe, or grass, G-R-A-S. For bergamot. Also smells amazing in the diffuser, so that's a fun one. Lemongrass is one I just started reaching for recently. Read a great study on the doTERRA blog about how lemongrass is great for fighting norovirus. Okay, that's that nasty 1 week vomiting, diarrhea flu that usually comes around between Christmas and end of January. So for fighting that, I usually put a drop or two on each foot and rub those in about twice a week or so with myself and the small preschool that I run to keep our kiddos from catching the nasty little flu bug. Again, I used this morning after my workout, had a nice heavy leg day, and this is a great way to, again, rebuild those muscles, fight the lactic acid and the physical stress. So let's see, lemongrass, we're just going to fly through here real quick. So this fights airborne bacteria, carpal tunnel, rebuilds muscle, fights cholesterol, helps with UTI. If you get bladder infections, this is a great one to be using regularly. Edema, swelling, frozen shoulder, gastritis, Graves, cramps, Charlie horses, improves vision, again, not as an eye drop, but around the occipital lobe, or around the eye here, the orbital area. You use a carrier oil because lemongrass is a warm oil, a carrier oil around the outside, and that will help, again, with vision issues. Let's see. Lactose intolerance, mental fatigue, bladder infection, muscular dystrophy, paralysis. Another great one for fever. This also helps with retinal strength as well. Anti-cancer, great with sprains and strains, whiplash for after a car wreck, connective tissue disorders, because this is tissue rebuilding, kidney disorders, circulation, and headaches. And that's just a short list. Each of these oils has well over 100 different uses, and there's the Modern Essentials app that you can take a look at. That's a great way to find out how to use these as well. Or there's Essential Me, that great purple and green book that you can flip open. Or you can always send me a message here below, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about these. Again, lemongrass is also grass, generally regarded as safe for internal use. If you use it externally, I have very sensitive skin, so I always use a carrier oil. Not everyone has the same sensitive skin, so feel free to use that. I also have a friend in my line who uses this for her arthritis and finds great help with that. All right, well, happy 2017. Look forward to catching you all again in the new year. Blessings, and thanks for joining us.